Good morning, students. So today we'll discuss the first practical of electronic devices and circuit lab. Your first lab is diode characteristics. So in the diode characteristics, we will discuss about the diode characteristics of silicon junction diode. So we will find out the forward bias characteristics and reverse bias characteristics of silicon junction diode. So whenever we want to find out the characteristics of silicon junction diode, then the first necessary step is you should know the circuit for it. So if I want to find out the current voltage characteristics of silicon junction diode, so what are the equipments needed or what are the devices which are needed for it? Yes, if I want to measure the voltage and current, I will need the ammeter for current measurement, I will need the voltmeter for voltage measurement, and as I want to measure the voltage and current of diode, so definitely I will need one diode. So first of all, try to design the circuit. So we have designed the circuit, or you should design the circuit in a way. If I want to find out the diode characteristics, forward and voltage, I will need one diode. I want to find out the voltage, so voltmeter is connected across the diode, and as I want to find out the current flowing through the diode, so I will connect the ammeter in series with the diode. So whenever we want to find out the current is in the series, and whenever we want to measure the voltage across that particular device. So therefore it is connected in parallel, it is connected, ammeter is connected in series, and therefore we will apply the input supply is given. The supply voltage will, this is the DC supply which will vary from 0 to 30 volt. So this is the circuit. It is a simple circuit which consists of one resistor and one diode. What is the purpose of connecting the resistor? Resistor opposes the flow of current. As we are applying the supply voltage, we are giving the supply, so it should not exceed beyond the particular limit, and it should not damage the device. So therefore we are connecting here the resistor. So the one resistor and one diode. So these are, we will need the diode and resistor. Now see how we have connected it. We want to measure the current and voltage in a forward bias and in a reverse bias. So if I want to find out the forward bias characteristics, the diode must be connected in such a way. This is the connection of diode. This is the positive terminal of diode, and this is the negative terminal. So positive terminal is connected to the positive of supply, and negative is connected to the negative of supply. So diode will operate in a forward bias. So this is the here circuit. Positive, negative, diode will operate in a forward bias. Now we are having the meters, we are having the ammeter, we are having the voltmeter. We are having the various ranges for voltmeter, we are having the various ranges for ammeter. Which range should we select? We need to think over it. As in the forward bias, the voltage will vary from 0 to, for silicon diode, the maximum voltage will vary from 0 to 0.7 volt. Diode will fully conduct at 0.7 volt. So I will need a voltmeter which will range from 0 to 1 volt or 0 to 2 volt. That means if I am having the 2 voltmeter which are ranging from 0 to 1 volt or 0 to 30 volt. So we will select the voltmeter which are ranging from 0 to 1 volt or 0 to 2 volt. Do not select the voltmeter ranging from 0 to 30 volt because that is not required, that is not our requirement. And similarly in case of ammeter, now the current will flow in a milliampere, so therefore select the ammeter having the range of 0 to 25 milliampere. So this is the way to select the voltmeter and select the proper ammeter for the measurement of voltage and current. Similarly, in a case of reverse bias, see the connection here, just reverse the diode. Input supply as it is, negative is now connected to the positive is connected to the negative. Diode will operate in a reverse bias. Again we want to measure the voltage and current. Now here one important point, we want to measure the voltage and current. Now again select the range of voltmeter and ammeter, that is current range. In the case of reverse bias, we will apply a large voltage will be there. So therefore we will select the voltage in a range of 0 to 30 volt. Do not select here the voltmeter having the range of 0 to 1 or 0 to 2 because reverse voltage is very large. So therefore 0 to 30 volt voltmeter, and reverse current is very less. So therefore we have to select here the ammeter having the less value. Select the ammeter having the range of micro or nano. In the case of silicon junction diode, the current in the reverse bias, it will flow in a nano ampere. But as we do not have the nano ammeter in our lab, we will use the micro ammeter, and therefore instead of nano ammeter, I have written here microammeter. I'm selecting the microammeter here. So this is the major difference, very important difference. Please try and understand. In case of our forward bias, we are using the voltmeter 0 to 1, ammeter 0 to 25. In case of reverse bias, we are using the voltmeter 0 to 30 and micrometer 0 to 2. Now this is the complete setup in a lab. To perform this practical, we will need the supply, DC power supply. So this is our DC power supply which we are going to use. Through this we will take the supply. This supply will vary from 0 to 30 volt. Now this is a dual power supply. In the case of 3-terminal device, we will need the dual power supply. But as diode is a 2-terminal device, we will need only the single supply. So we may use this terminal, this is the A terminal, or we may use this B terminal. We may use A or B terminal. This is the positive terminal and this is the negative terminal. Now we will connect the positive terminal to the positive and negative to the negative of the diode. This is the diode. This is actually the kit in which you can see here this is the resistor which is connected here, and there is one diode. So diode, here it is a diode. This is your resistor. This is a simple circuit, and for measurement of current we will connect here the ammeter, and for measurement of voltage we will connect here the voltmeter. For this we will need the voltmeter. Now in our lab we are having the DC meters, DC voltmeter, DC ammeter. Now in case of forward bias, as we need the voltage in a range of 0 to 1 volt, now you can see here we are having the voltage ranging from 0 to 2 volt, 0 to 20 volt. We will select the voltmeter which is ranging from 0 to 2 volt for forward bias and connect positive to positive, negative to negative. And in case of reverse bias, we will need, now in case of ammeter, we will connect the milliammeter range. So therefore we will connect here the milliammeter which is ranging from 0 to 20. Now we are having the two ranges, one in micro, one in milli. As we are performing in a forward bias, so we are using the milliammeter range. Milliammeter 0 to 20 and for voltmeter 0 to 2 volt. This is the ranges which we have selected in the case of forward bias. Now increase the supply. This is the, you'll see the supply voltage here. Increase the supply voltage. Supply voltage is increasing, and we want to measure the voltage across the diode and current flowing through the diode. So this is the voltage across the diode and this is the current flowing through the diode. I am increasing the voltage. We have to note down the different values ranging from 0.1 to 0.3. As it is a silicon PN junction diode, so it starts conducting when the voltage is around 0.5 volt. So you can see here when the voltage for 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, the voltage, the current is 0, there will not be current flowing for these ranges, but as soon as it crosses 0.5, the current will start flowing through it. So for 0.5, the current value which is available is 0.26. I am increasing the supply voltage. The voltage across the diode is also changing and the current is also increasing. So in this way the diode has started conducting at 0.5 volt. Go on increasing the supply voltage, note down the voltage across the diode, current flowing through the diode, 3 milliampere, current is increasing, 4 milliampere, 0.64, different values of voltage and different values of current, note down those values, and it will fully conduct at 0.67 volt. Now the supply is maximum, 30 volt supply हो गया है, and at 0.68 the current is maximum, that is 11 milliampere. You can see here the supply is 29.5 around 30 volt, and at this point the voltage across the diode is maximum 0.68, nearly we may say 0.7, and 11 milliampere the current which is flowing. So diode, we can say that diode starts conducting at 0.5 and fully conduct when the voltage across it is at 0.7 volt. So this is for the silicon junction diode. For germanium, we may know diode starts conducting at 0.3 volt. So this is the, we have to note down the value for voltage and current. So this is actually the observation table. In the observation table, These are the voltage and these are the current value. At different values up to 0.3, 0.4 the value of current will be 0, and from 0.5 you will start getting the values of current, and it will be maximum up to 0.66 or 0.68. Similarly for reverse bias. Now what will be the difference in the reverse bias? We can change the position of the diode, or we can change the supply voltage. Now in this case we will reverse the connection. Now one important point here is that for ammeter we will select the current will flow in a nano ampere, but as we don't have the nano ammeter, I am connecting the current in micrometer range, and reverse voltage is very large, so therefore I am selecting, instead of 0 to 2 volt, I am selecting here the range from 0 to 30 volt. This is the major change which you should know. Everything will remain same, only reverse the connection, so diode will operate in a reverse bias. Now again increase the supply, go on increasing the supply, and note down the values of corresponding voltage and current. So you can see here, as I am increasing the voltage in a reverse bias, the voltage will go on increasing, but the current will remain 0. Go on increasing the supply voltage. This is the supply voltage. Supply voltage is increasing, and reverse voltage. As we are increasing the voltage, you can see here the voltage across the diode will be whatever the voltage the supply voltage, that voltage will directly appear across the diode. Suppose the supply voltage is 14, the voltage across the diode will be 14, because the diode will act as an open circuit. So therefore the voltage range will be large in case when the diode is reverse bias. Similarly, the value of current is 0, because the current will flow in a nano ampere, but as we are connecting here the micro ammeter, so the value of current will be 0. So in this way we will perform the reverse bias. Note down the reading of reverse bias. We want to find out actually the cut-in voltage and resistance of forward bias and resistance of reverse bias. So whatever the observation which we will note down, from that we will find out the values of the resistances in forward bias and reverse bias region. So we will note down the values of current and voltage in the forward bias and reverse bias. So in the reverse bias you can see here the values of current will be 0 for the voltage ranging from 0 to 30 volt, and for the forward bias the voltage will range from 0 to 0.64 volt, and these are the corresponding values of current. 0.25, 0.375 the current will go on increasing as we are increasing the voltage. It is reaching maximum up to 7.25 milliampere. From this we will find out we will plot the graph in the forward bias and in the reverse bias region. So this is the graphical representation in the forward bias region. This is the graphical representation of forward bias, and similarly in the reverse bias. As the current is 0, so therefore we will get a straight line in the case of reverse bias. We want to find out the cut-in voltage and the value of forward resistance. So the voltage at which the current starts increasing, that voltage is known as the cut-in voltage. So find out that voltage, that will be the cut-in voltage. And for the resistance, take the slope of this particular graph, this slope, and reverse of the slope will be the value of resistance. So resistance is V by I. Find out the value of resistance. Forward bias resistance is very less, so it will be in terms of ohms. Here it is coming out to be 177.77 ohm, and dynamic reverse resistance, the value of current is 0, so therefore the reverse resistance will be very large. In this case, as the value of current is 0, so therefore the reverse resistance is V by I, current is 0, so therefore resistance will be infinite. So therefore we say that in the case of forward bias, the resistance is less, and in case when the diode is operated in the reverse bias, the resistance is very high. So in this way we have calculated the value of resistances in forward bias and reverse bias region.